Let's rub our hands together, bring them to our heart. Let's take a deep breath in. We're going to exhale with a ah. So it's going to be A-H-H-H. It's going to have that sound behind it. All right, let's go again. Ah. Let's do this 2 more times. Breathing in through the nose. Ah. And 1 more time. Breathing in through the nose. Ah. Wonderful. Let's sit nice and tall. Just begin making some gentle neck circles. Inhaling as we bring the head back. Exhale as we bring it forward. You can relax your hands anywhere on the body will work. For those of us here in person, this is like hot yoga. And let's switch directions, going the other way. Breathing in and breathing out. Then come back to center, sit nice and tall, take a deep breath in. We're gonna go ahead and take our right hand to the floor. Left hand's gonna come straight up, take a deep breath. We're gonna exhale as we walk it out. Gently pressing in the floor to ground our left sits bone and gently rotating up. Beautiful. Inhale, coming all the way up, relax that arm down, we're switch sides, left hand presses on the floor, right hand up, take a deep breath in. Exhale, we're gonna walk that out. Breathing into the side waist. Take a couple breaths here. Inhale as you come all the way up and let it float down. I'm gonna turn sideways. And I sit sideways, you're facing toward me, you're perfect. I sit sideways because it kind of helps with the 2-dimension online. So inhale, we're gonna take a deep breath in. Exhale, we're gonna fold forward as far as we can. Breathing long and deep into the back of the neck. Back, low back, into the hips. Inhale as we walk up. We're gonna take our legs, however they're crossed, cross them the other way. Take a deep breath in, sitting nice and tall. Exhale, we're gonna go ahead and walk as far forward as we can. Breathing into the low back, breathing into the hips. You're no doubt feeling this on your other hip from when we just did this. And inhale to come all the way up. We're gonna come onto our hands and knees. And we're gonna begin a gentle cat-cow. So we have some options here. And some of those options are just to have our hands flat on the floor. I rock the cool on the fist. You can also roll your mat up and take half your hand on the mat and half onto the floor. So just simply breathing in, bringing the belly to the floor, head comes up, bottom comes up. Exhale as you press into the floor, rounding the back. We're gonna move back and forth between these 2 positions, breathing in and breathing out. And then we're gonna do what I like to call playful cat. And you can keep moving between these 2 positions, but I also wanna invite you to do any kind of movement that feels good. So I like to do serpentine. We can do cement truck where we move our entire torso, moving in any way that feels good to your body in this moment. You can also do these little side crunches, kind of looking back at your tail. So the idea here is that we're just flowing into our bodies in whatever way feels good. Be sure that you keep the breath moving, keep the breath flowing. Everyone here has been in class when we've done our 3-part yogic breath. So even as we're moving, we can still coordinate the breath with our movements. And we'll be here for maybe about another 30 seconds. Just feeling into the body. If it feels good, do it. If it doesn't, don't. All right, go ahead and come back to the middle. Take a deep breath in. We're going to come on to our curl the toes under. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, we're going to press the hands into the floor, press the feet in the floor, lifting the bottom up to the sky. So what we're going to do here is we're going to widen our shoulder blades as if we are opening, like taking both the palms and basically turning them in towards each other, but keeping the arms in a straight line. So here you can begin to press your heels to the floor, or you can bicycle the legs, so bending one knee, straightening the other. Breathing into your body, feeling it wherever you feel it. And let's inhale as we come to plank pose. Again, I'm not coming onto my 90-degree hand. I'm coming onto fist, and you should take the version that works best for you. Pressing through the back heel, engaging the pelvic floor, engaging the abdominals, breathing long and deep. Maybe you begin to build a sweat. It's like about 100 degrees out here, and it's pretty warm for those of us here in person. But hey, it's like free hot yoga. So that's pretty cool. All right. Are you guys loving me yet? All right. On your next exhale, we're going to drop our knees first, chest and chin. Inhale as we sweep forward to cobra, drawing the shoulders back, hands flat on the floor. Take a few deep breaths here. Feel yourself connected with the rhythms of the body. On your next inhale, we're going to push up or peel up and come back to downward facing dog. Again, pressing those heels into the floor. Maybe give your bottom a little wag. All right, let's go ahead and take the left leg all the way up to the sky for three-legged dog, pressing through that back heel. If you choose, you can bend the knee, looking underneath the arm. Oh my gosh, I'm looking at the leg. This is awesome. On your next inhale, step that foot in between the hands. And we're going to press through the back leg. So nice and long, breathing long and deep here. Let's take one more breath. As you exhale, we're going to pivot that back foot to the floor and press the front leg into the floor, nice and slow to come up. Beautiful. And you're looking at the lake too. Dropping those shoulders down, reaching over the middle finger, or reaching through the middle finger, looking over the middle finger. So nice, strong legs. Breathing long and deep here. On your next exhale, we're going to take the arm above the knee. Our other arm's going to swing underneath and up. Beautiful. So we're making a straight line from the heel through the fingertips. Breathing, reaching. Beautiful. Feel your strength. Feel your amazingness. Feel your courage. Inhale, we're going to take that arm up. We're going to take it to the back leg to simply reverse that, looking up at the sky or back to the arm. And inhale those arms all the way up. Go ahead and straighten that front leg. We're going to come into triangle pose. So imagine you're between two pieces of glass. We want to keep our hip back. So deep breath in, exhale, reach as far forward as you can. When you can't come forward anymore, go ahead and tip. Beautiful. So looking up at the sky, breathing, reaching, radiating. On your next inhale, go ahead and lift up, bend that front knee. Let's windmill the arms to the floor, facing forward. Take a deep breath in, exhale, back to downward facing dog. So we'll be here for about 30 seconds. So play with your dog, alternating your heels, wagging your tail, whatever you choose. Feel free to get vocal with it, right? So when we let noise out, it's just a release. That BS our parents told us about, don't give me that attitude when you breathe loud, right? That's just, it's a way to release energy, which is probably what you were doing as a teenager when you were like, Mom. All right, this time let's take the right leg all the way up, three-legged dog, bending the knee, looking underneath the armpit, gently rotating back. So Claire, go ahead and bend your knee. So there you go. Yep, you got it. Perfect. Right. All right, inhale. We're going to face forward, step that foot in between the hands. We're going to take our back heel, pivot to the floor, and come up. So I know my online friends, you got my back, but I think I'm in a pretty good shadow anyway. All right, inhale the arms up, let the shoulders drop down, reach through that middle finger, looking over. Nice, strong body. Yeah. Beautiful. Feeling your strength. Let's take one more breath here. Since you had your phone, what time is it? Power hour, good. I'm so good with time. I don't even need it, but all of a sudden I feel it when I don't know what it is. All right, on your next exhale, take the hand above the knee, other arm's gonna swing underneath and up, making that straight line from the heel to the fingertips. Press into that elbow, reaching, opening. So hopefully you see a reasonably straight silhouette from my heel to my finger. Just do the best you can. On your next inhale, we're gonna lift it up, just simply reversing that warrior. Inhale all the way up, straighten both legs. Deep breath in as you exhale, reach as far forward as you can. From there, we're gonna tip into our triangle pose. Breathing long and deep into the side. reaching up to the sky. Inhale as we come all the way up, bending that front knee, windmilling the arms to the floor, face forward. Let's take a deep breath in here. Exhale, step forward, fold forward. We're gonna soften our knees. We're gonna roll up nice and slow, one vertebra at a time. Let your head be the very last thing to come up. Whew. When you get to the top, roll your shoulders back, shake it out. Okay, so when the paddlers come out, they come out and they do all these exercises, and I'm like, I'm glad I don't have to do that. But it feels good to move our bodies, right? You'll very rarely see me drink Gatorade, but today's one of those days, right? All right, let's go ahead and just do, we'll do like a half salutation, and we'll do like the kind of a chair variation. So let's start in mountain pose. Palms are face forward. Take your feet, press your feet into the floor, and just kind of rock your pelvis back and forward and find that evenness. Excuse me, I'm a sweaty mess under here. So find that balance, palms face forward. Let's take a deep breath in. Imagine pulling energy from the earth all the way into the feet, up to the crown of the head. Exhale, visualize that energy moving back down to the earth. On your next inhale, we're gonna bend the knees, looking up, take a deep breath in. Exhale, we're gonna fold forward, lift the hips. On the next inhale, we're gonna come up halfway to flat back. Exhale as you fold deeper. Inhale, sweep the arms up into chair pose. We'll take a round of breath here. Feel the strength, let your thighs be nice and tight. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, bring the hands back to the heart and back down by the sides. We'll do the same thing again. We'll do it 2 more times, pausing in between. Take a deep breath in, visualize pulling energy from the earth to the crown of the head. As you exhale, release it back down to the earth. Inhale, we're gonna bend our knees, coming into chair pose. Exhale, fold forward, lift the hips. Inhale as we come up halfway. Exhale, fold deeper. Inhale, bend those knees back in a chair pose. Take a round of breath here. Exhale, feel how heavy it feels, but feel your strength. Inhale all the way up. And exhale, bring it down the center and right back open. One more time, breathing in from the earth. It's just like for those of us on well water, which some of us on the Zoom are on well water. It's like pulling that well water in from the earth or the lake, wherever you get your water from, all the way around the head. It's refreshing, it's relieving, it's cleansing. And then as you exhale, it comes back down into the earth, whether you're going into septic or back into the lake. So there's this sensation, this experience we all have where Mama Earth literally supports us. And so let's do one more of that round of breath again, breathing and visualize energy coming from the earth, even if you're on man-made materials, up to the crown of the head. Exhale, releasing it down back into the earth. Inhale, bending those knees, lifting the arms, take a deep breath in here. Exhale, fold forward, lift the hips. Inhale as we come up halfway. Exhale, fold deeper. Inhale all the way up back into your chair pose. Take a round of breath. Feel the heaviness as you exhale. Feel the lightness as you inhale and lift all the way up. Exhale, bring the hands to the heart and right back down. Yay. All right, let's go ahead and shake that out. Let's do a little bit of balancing pose. So let's start with a tree pose. Let's take our right heel to the floor, rolling those toes really wide. So when I teach, the gal who's here in person is also in training for yoga teacher training. So she's gonna get a little extra. When I teach this with the kids, I call this planting a seed and then growing the roots. So it creates a foundation. And then here's a leaf sprouting out to the side. So this could be a low branch, a medium branch. If you want to take it all the way up to the thigh, you can do that as well. So here's some tips for all of us. Find something steady that's not moving. So not me, maybe a pillar or my water bottle or a life jacket. And the hands are going to be right there. So steady eyes, take that standing leg, press it into the ground and press the limb into the body as long as you're not pressing at the knee joint. So feel yourself strong, tall, smile. You feel that sweat drip down your back. And when you're ready, we're going to go ahead and release nice and slow. And just switch sides, you can shake it out. It's okay if the foot gets cramped. Just think about those muscles developing, getting stronger. We'll take our other heel to the floor, rolling those toes wide. This knee is going to come out to the side. for a low, a medium, or a high branch. So choose whichever one is good. And for those of you guys at home, if you're holding on to something, as soon as I say that, I fall. If you're holding on to something, just do it with 2 fingers. I'd rather you guys take a low branch and be like working on the balance than a high branch, but you're gripping onto furniture. So the idea here is we're strengthening. So again, steady eyes, pressing the standing leg into the floor, pressing the limb into the body if it's off the floor. And do something different with your hands this time. Maybe you have them out, maybe up. My little kids like to do cactus. So when we do cactus, we do it on both sides. I'm not really sure in the yoga sense what it's doing, except it just makes it fun. We can hold on to the elbows or do reverse namaste behind the back. So lots of choices. Let's take one more breath here. And as you exhale, just let everything release and shake it out. All right, we're going to go ahead with another balancing pose. We're going to do a warrior 3. So again, we'll start with our right heel, rolling those toes forward. And we're going to begin to take our weight and place that onto the right leg. And for the rest of us, we're going to take a foot back. I know some of my online students are probably going to hold right here, and that's okay. So this is balancing. We're just kind of beginning to balance on the standing leg and keep the palms facing forward, just down by the side for now. Now, if you're feeling pretty good here and you want to go deeper, you can go ahead and begin to lift the leg. And we're on a bridge, as you guys have probably noticed, and the bridge is not exactly flat. So we'll do our best here, pressing through that back foot. Keep this leg pressing into the ground. Find a steady place for your eyes. Fly as high as you would like to, as you can. Take the arms out as much as you want. If you really like to, you can take your hands to the floor and do standing splits. This is my variation of that. All right, inhale, bend that knee, come all the way back up. Shake it out. Whew. All right, grabbing water. Oh, we're right on time, perfect. All right, we're gonna flip to the other side. We're gonna take the heel to the floor, rolling those toes wide. Begin to balance on that foot. So we're gonna start just by taking the foot out. Palms are gonna face forward. So some of us, again, are gonna stay here, and there's no shame in that. If you're feeling yourself move and it's a little bit challenging, then it's working for your body. If you wanna go deeper, you can press that standing leg, lifting the foot up. That leg is active. We're not just lifting a limp leg, but pressing through that back heel, spreading the toes, bringing yourself parallel to the floor if you can. It's okay to bend that knee if you want or need to. You take the arms as far out to the side. Be sure you're breathing. It doesn't count if you're holding your breath. All right, if you want to go into standing splits, you can bring the hands to the floor, lifting the leg up. You can see I cannot do the splits. I never have been able to. And some people can. All right, let's bend that knee. Inhale, bringing ourselves up. Roll the shoulders back, shake it out. All right, since we're on the standing trek, we are going to go ahead and do one more standing. We're going to do eagle pose. So, right after this next hydration break. At a point, though, the wind comes through and it feels like air conditioning, huh? It is not. It's only like about 102 right now, which sounds hot, but when it's 117, we're out here. So this is like, ooh, it's cool. I'm wearing shade. All right, take the heel to the floor, rolling those toes wide. We're going to take our left leg, crossing. I know I didn't say which leg. I love with someone in front of me because I can tell how good my instructions are. So we're going to cross it over. You can make a little kickstand. If you want, you can take it up. Maybe you can hook it. Mine's not hooking today. So we're going to go ahead and sit into this. The left leg is on top. Left arm comes first. Right arm on top. If you're not able to do this with your arms or legs, you can stand or take any version you can. I'm going to turn a little bit sideways. Ooh, that was nice. All right, take a deep breath in. Exhale, we're going to sit into the pose. Inhale, press those elbows together, lifting. So if you can't hook your hands, that's okay. Just keep the fingers straight, pressing the elbows together. So you choose whatever you want to do. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, go ahead and release. Shake it out. We'll switch sides. This time we'll start with the left leg. You notice in our standing postures, everything started the same. So whether it was our tree pose, our warrior, and now our eagle, same foundation. Creating that wide foot, taking the right leg over, again, a little kickstand. You can cross it or you can hook it. This side could hook a little bit better. All right, so right leg's on top, right arm first. Take a deep breath in, take the left arm, crossing them up as best you can. Take a deep breath here. Exhale, we're gonna sit into the posture. Inhale, press those elbows together, lifting toward the sky. So again, steady eyes, strong legs pressing into the floor. Take a deep breath here. Exhale, go ahead and release nice and slow. And take it out however you need to, and we'll come into a full sun salutation. So starting with our hands at our heart, inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthening the spine, looking up halfway. Exhale, folding deeper, taking our right leg back to a high lunge. Take a deep breath here, nice long spine. Exhale, step back to downward facing dog. Inhale as you come to plank pose. Exhale, drop knees, chest, chin. Inhale, cobra, nice and low. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. We're going to take that right leg, step it in between the hands, reaching through the back heel. Take a deep breath in, exhale, step forward, fold forward. And inhale, press the feet into the floor, hands connect overhead, and back to the heart. Beautiful. Is that our boat or a different boat? Yes. A different boat? Okay. Like, did they just leave us? I know we're running close on time. All right, let's go ahead and come down to the ground. Nice work, guys. We saw a dragon boat class. You might even see it in the background. I don't know if you can, it's kind of small. All right, bring the soles of our feet together. Just let your legs be heavy. Feet can be close to you or far apart, whatever it is that you're needing. Beautiful. Take a deep breath in, sitting tall. Feel yourself like kind of settling down. In my classes, when we end up back on the ground, you know, it's almost over. Sitting nice and tall. Let's go ahead and fold forward. Breathing into the hips, breathing into the low back. You can even rest your hands on your knees if you want to go a little bit deeper. Don't feel like you have to, but it is an option. Beautiful. Inhale, go ahead and come up. So in kids yoga, we call it flying like a butterfly, sleep like a butterfly. And now we're going to stretch like a butterfly. So be sure there's nothing behind you. It's a good thing there's a railing, right? We're going to go ahead and balance on our bottom and take one or both legs up. All right, so reach through. Beautiful. So engage the core. And you're in a little bit of a downhill where you're at. I don't know if you can tell. You feel it. Yeah, you got it. You got it. Strong, strong, strong. Woo, yeah. All right, let's go ahead and release it back down. Let's go ahead and just sit nice and tall. Take your fingertips to the floor. We'll take a few deep breaths here. Imagine pulling that energy from the earth and releasing it back down. All righty, guys. Let's go ahead and come onto our backs. What time do you have? 30? Oh, we got plenty of time. Yay. All right, guys, we're going to come onto our backs. We'll get some more stretches in here. We went so fast. It's usually as much as I do in a whole class. Let's go ahead and take our feet down by our bottoms. Hands are going to be facing down. Let's take a deep breath in, or I might just be sweating more than I usually am at this point in class. Press your feet into the floor. We're going to lift our hips up. So we're just going to do a baby bridge here. And then let's go ahead and exhale as we come down. So we're just strengthening. We're going to squeeze our pelvic floor, squeeze our buttocks, really lift from the legs and back down. We'll do about 5 of these. Pressing, lifting, smiling. Beautiful. All right, let's take one more. This time we're going to press all the way into the floor, coming into our full expression of bridge. We're bridges on a bridge. All right, maybe you choose to tuck your shoulders under, lifting the hips as high as you can. And you can lift the hips more by pressing. So this is really working the thighs here. We're also coming into a back bend. So our shoulders stay on the floor, head stays on the floor. Nice and strong. If you're feeling particularly strong here, you can take one leg up. Woo, that was a lot. Or you can do it to the other side too. Woo. We did some of these in an earlier class, but not as strenuous. All right, when you're ready, go ahead and lower down. Let's go ahead and take the hands under the back of the head. Elbows are going to be coming down toward the ground. Feet are hip width distance apart. Take a deep breath in. We're going to squeeze our pelvic floor, engage the abdominal muscles, lift from the abs, but we're going to bring our hands with us. So breathing in, breathing out. Let's go ahead and take our legs up to the sky. All right, feeling ourselves nice and strong. Sorry, guys, I had to stop and look at a drone. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, we're going to lift head and shoulders off the floor. Inhale, lift your bottom off the floor. It's hard to talk and do it. Strong. Beautiful. Go ahead and relax. Rest your head back on the floor. Release the arms. Release the legs. Ooh. Feels so good to feel so good. We're going to take our left ankle onto the right knee, and we're going to take the left knee away from us. So some of us may just stay here in the pose. Otherwise, let's inhale, go ahead and draw it towards us. You can take the leg up. So we're calling this figure four. So if you look down at your legs, it should look like a figure four. You can grab onto the back of the thigh or onto the toes if your arms are long. And we'll take a deep breath here. So again, we're taking this left knee, really inviting it to go away from us. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, we're going to lift head, neck, shoulders off the floor. So we're bringing a little ab work in here. Inhale as we lower down. And you can keep the leg straight. You can pull the knee in, whatever you choose, but we're just going to bring it a little bit closer. It's going to give us an even deeper stretch in this hip. Work within your range. Don't feel like you have to do whatever I suggest. Like really feel it within your body. And if you feel ready to do more, then that's when you do more. Let's take a deep breath in. And as we exhale, let's float the legs gently to the floor, unraveling and switching sides. So now the right knee is going to come onto the left. Wait, how about the right ankle comes onto the left knee? All right, let's take a deep breath in. Let's go ahead and draw the whole figure four to us. You can straighten the leg or keep the leg bent. And let's grab onto the back of that extended leg. Again, inviting this right knee to go away or away from us. And you can even use the hand to gently open it if you choose. Foot stays flexed. So when you can see the space between the toes, we call that spirit toes. Let's take a deep breath in. Exhale, engaging those abdominal muscles, lifting the head, breathing, reaching. Beautiful. Inhale as you come down. Just waving at some little friends going by. Everyone little that's a child is a friend. And let's go ahead and release to the floor. Let's go ahead and open our knees for recline butterfly. So this is a little bit more intense version of the one we did. And we're going to do like a triple diamond. So we take our hands like a diamond. Our arms are like a diamond up overhead, and the legs are like a diamond. So we also call this fear releasing pose, because if you think about like an animal, a puppy, especially a puppy, but sometimes cats will lay on their back like, hey, rub my belly, right? It's when they trust you. When they don't trust you, they're in a different position. And the same for us humans. When we're really feeling soft and trusting and vulnerable, we can let people see our underbelly, whether it's literally or figuratively. All right, when you're ready, go ahead and release the arms. Just going to gently pull the elbows towards each other. Bring the hands right down the center. Take your hands onto the legs and support yourself bringing the legs back together. We're going to go ahead and make ourselves nice and long. What time is it? 6:36. Oh, great. All right, we're right on schedule, guys, for a 6:45 departure. Let your body just be heavy on the floor. Oftentimes I'll do a visualization in class about laying on the beach, but it feels so warm and there's water right by. I feel like I'm on a beach. So we're just going to gently scan our body from head to toe. So let's just start with the top of the head. Just notice if you're carrying any tension in the skull. Release any crinkles or lines of wisdom in the forehead, around the eyes, the cheeks, the nose. the mouth, the jaw, front side of the neck, inside the throat, the chest, the belly, the pelvis. Let everything get heavier every time you exhale. Relaxing the right shoulder, moving down the arm to the elbow, to the wrist, to the fingers. And the left shoulder, moving down the arm to the elbow, to the wrist, to the fingers. Scanning the back of the head, back of the neck, back of the shoulders, middle of the back, low back, the buttocks, the right leg from the hip to the knee, to the ankle, to the toes, and the left leg from the hip to the knee, to the ankle, to the toes. And let yourself be heavy, soft. And just begin to notice the sounds around you. Even sounds that you might normally identify as irritating, or you might consider them interruptive, maybe a neighbor or somebody talking in the other room or a fire truck going by. Allow it to just be part of your experience as we settle into our bodies. We did a lot pretty quickly in today's class, and if you were here in person, we also sweated. So what we're allowing to happen now is to let everything integrate, consolidate, so that we can radiate. And just be in the stillness. And gently scan your body again. See where you might be holding tension. And let it go. Let it release. Take the breath to those places, feeling it intensify with the inhale and dissolve with the exhalation. If it's still there, keep the visualization going. Now let's go ahead and pull our knees into our chest. Make some circles with our knees. Going the other direction. Take our arms out to the side like a T, dropping your knees one direction, looking over the opposite shoulder, taking a long, deep breath here. Inhale back to center, dropping the knees the other way, looking over the other shoulder. And inhale back to center. Let's rock back and forth. Even if you can come up on the first try, let's rock at least a couple times. Beautiful. All right, let's bring our hands back to our heart. Take a deep breath in, exhaling completely. And inhale again. Namaste.